So my name's Jennifer Bell and I'm the co-author of the Agents of the Wild series. This is the first book, Agents of the Wild, Operation Honeyhunt. And today I'm going to do a reading for you from chapter 2. At this point in the story, the main character, Agnes, has discovered a small elephant shrew wearing a uniform on her bed. "Don't dawdle, girl, we haven't got all evening." The elephant shrew stood tapping his little hairy foot against Agnes's bed, staring at her as she fiddled with the Velcro fastenings on a set of knee pads. "What are these things?" she asked, adjusting one with a pinch of her fingers. They were covered in sticky green goo, which had already started dripping onto the carpet. The elephant shrew was wearing a matching pair, only smaller. He rolled his dark eyes. "I told you, you really need to work on your memory skills. Spear's technology is based on the science of the natural world. These knee pads are coated in a glue made from slug mucus. They'll help us stick to the walls as we climb up to the roof." "You want me to scale the outside of this building?" Agnes exclaimed. "But we're 26 floors up. I'm a girl, not an alpine goat." The shrew sighed impatiently. "Not the outside walls, Miss Gamble." He hopped off the bed and used his tail to slide aside a mirror hanging beside Agnes's wardrobe. Revealed behind it was a dark hole about the size of a dustbin lid. "I took the liberty of digging this passageway earlier using a Nile crocodile burrowing spade. We'll be sticking to the inside walls of the passage as we climb up through the building." "But why do we need to get to the roof?" "To meet the Spears dragon copter that's waiting for us, of course," the shrew answered. "We can't exactly take the stairs to reach it. Your uncle would see. Oh, and talking of your uncle..." He knocked 3 times on the door of Agnes's wardrobe. Tap, tap, tap. It sounded like a secret code. All at once, the door swang open and a chimpanzee dressed in a green corduroy dress, purple tights and a red wig stepped out. "My clothes," Agnes whispered, trying to keep her voice down. "What's going on?" The chimp stood to attention and curled its huge pink lips together as if it was about to howl, but instead it cried, "My clothes!" in an identical voice to Agnes's. Then, with a very human-like gait, it walked over to Agnes's bed, sat cross-legged on top, and began to read a book from her shelf, just like Agnes did every evening. "This is Ralph," the elephant shrew explained. "He's been trained to mimic you, and to only be seen from behind. When you're meant to be at home, your uncle will never know you're missing." Agnes blinked, struck dumb with shock. "But he's a chimp." The shrew nodded. "That is correct. Most children can be replaced for a short time with chimps, we've found." Agnes's jaw dropped open. If it hadn't been for the stink of the slug mucus knee pads clinging to the back of her throat, she would have sworn she was dreaming. She thought about how her Uncle Douglas would react if he walked into her room right now to find a chimp in human clothing sitting on her bed and an uppity little elephant shrew issuing instructions. She had to stop herself from bursting out laughing. It was just too bizarre to imagine. "You still haven't explained why I need to come with you," she said. "I have no idea what Spears is, or how you can talk, or even what your name is." The shrew cleared his throat and straightened up to his full height. "My name is Rinchasian Pertesy, as I clarified earlier." "That's your species name," Agnes corrected. "People don't actually call you that." The shrew ruffled his fur. "My friends call me Attenborough," he muttered. "Atty for short." Agnes folded her arms. "Atty," she repeated, smiling. "Well, nice to meet you." She held out her hand, now covered in green goo. Atty considered it with raised eyebrows. "I'm not here to make acquaintances." I'll leave it there. You can find out why Atty is there, what he's doing on Agnes's bed, and who Spears is if you continue to read.